Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Look, this gameplay is going to be covering random trios. I will be covering trios now, how to navigate as a team, how to stay together, how to push efficiently, and most importantly, we'll be covering map rotations. This video is going to be a little different than what we've usually done. I'm going to be in the map a lot, showing you which ways to rotate, what way I would recommend, and how to avoid getting yourself pinched. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. Also, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 600 likes, and feel free to follow me on Twitch, where I stream some random crap over there, and I'm basically a thought. But guys, without further ado, let's dive into this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are spectating a trios game. This is a random trios game. Now, hopefully, what I'm praying for is that this team actually stays in the whole game and doesn't back out, and then we end up watching some solo trio. We do have a squad though. OP Squirtle, Crook Van, and Sniper. And here we are spectating Sniper, who's got $2,900. These guys don't even have 5 grand yet. They need to get their money and they need to get it fast. So what do you do from this point, guys? You land farmland. There's nothing really around you objective wise, which is crazy to me. There's only a bounty objective. So you can do a few things. One, you know, if you're at an entire compound and there's only a bounty next to you, like I always say, I don't like going for bounties unless I have my loadout. So this right here, I would stay a little closer together. These two guys have the right idea. This guy going off on his own may get him killed. But it's not a bad idea to loot this compound. There's gonna be a lot of money here. You'll be able to get your loadout stash in no time at all. Oh shit. You hate to see it, man. I swear you hate to see it, bro. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also, guys, fun fact, if there's a chopper nearby and he looks like he's coming at you, get in the building. What are we watching? All right, so here now we have 2 people who've got a total of $3,200 between the 2, and they're down a teammate. Now, so they are deciding to go for a bounty. Again, what I would do right now is either A, just loot this area, or B, rotate to this one or this one. Now, because if you look at the bounties, all you have over here is a king bounty, some timer objectives. You have other bounties and some flags. I would actually probably rotate to this one where there are 2 search objectives. There's a king bounty if your teammate loses the gulag and you don't want to buy him back. There's a flag objective if you want to discover the next circle. So this one's got the better variety. So I would I would quickly make my way over to this area. Now, hopefully he doesn't pick up the bounty. One of them did mark it. Hopefully they don't pick it up. Again, I would never push a bounty with, you know, just basic bitch weapons. Now, what did I say in my last video? Always be aware of objectives when you're pushing. Why? Because if you notice, we're now missing an objective. We're missing a search bounty. There were 2 search objectives here, and now there's 1, which in my head lets me know there's a guy nearby. Again, look, everyone's always like, Savage, I'm always watching my mini map, but I just keep running into people. Well, one way to avoid running into people is look at the big map. Mini map's cool, but if you watch my gameplay, you'll notice that I pull up my big map 30 times a day easily. Now, as a guy landed in on the back side of this building, I'd go ahead and probably shoot at him while I could. Oh God, he's right next to you. So yeah, as I was saying, if they would have been paying attention to this mini map, they would have seen the second objective disappear, and they would have known ahead of time, shit, there's a team in this building, let's push together, or let's not push at all. So when it does come to team fights, we're in one. So let's go ahead and cover exactly how to push and what to do. So, well, so much for that. So whenever you're having an opening like this and you want to push, he just pushed across and said, fuck it. What you want to do is push together while one covers, right? Because now we're in a situation where one pushed across by himself, and now this dude's down. He's down, but he can't get executed. He's going to bleed out regardless. And this guy's probably going to get 2v1'd. Pushing by yourself is never a good option. I'm always about, you know, getting a different flank. But you can get a different flank without pushing the enemy's face in. So basically what's happening right now is these guys are pushing one by one. The first guy pushed by himself and died. The second guy pushed by himself and died. And now the third guy, who's right here with a sniper and an LMG. I don't know how that hit. Is gonna die. Okay, so he's got the armor crack. Why am I against this push? It's unnecessary. If you break armor on an enemy and he's by himself, go for it, bro. Ball out, right? If it's a 1v1 fight and you break his armor, go all in because you're going to win the fight. But you broke one guy's armor and there were 2 enemies there. So basically this guy put himself in a 1v2 situation and absolutely got punished for it. So a couple things he did wrong on this push right here. One, again, 2v1 fight. Don't push 2v1s. It's crazy to do that, especially when you and your team just get knocked out one by one. The second thing he did wrong. Good hit. Second thing he did wrong. Ooh, you hate to see it. Oh, he almost got that bitch off. Second thing he did wrong was cross this huge opening and ADS walk while in the middle of the street. These guys would have peeked for whatever reason. They would have blazed them down before he even got to the doorway. They didn't, but again, always assume that the guys you're fighting are good, because if you walk across the open street charging for a team that you're already pissed off, you're going to die. Like this right here. Notice how he got it down. There are 2 players there and he's not pushing. I love the fact that he doesn't push. Oh, that sucks. I love the fact that he didn't push because, one, it's a pretty far push. By the time you do push the enemy, he's going to get the res off. He needs to get out of this window. All right, he's about to get sandwiched. This is the time where you really need your good movement. This is the time where working on your movement, practicing movement is actually beneficial to you. He's about to get sandwiched 3v1. If they push up at the same time, if they throw C4 up here, he's going to really, really pay. So he needs to somehow work his movement, pick them off one by one, just like he just did, and hopefully win this fight. What this team should do is push at the same time, not spread out like this, right? He needs to jump out the window. If you're being pushed upstairs, again, work the building. Push up the window. He's going for the res. I would instantly push. Get the kill while he's resin. Ooh. All right. He won the fight. However, I'm still not a fan of any of the plays that he did, right? So when he did get pushed, and they started coming up the stairs, I would have jumped out the window and come up from the bottom and worked them from behind. Also, the enemy team on that, they never should have pushed one by one. If they would have pushed all 3 at the same time, one person cannot down 3 people at the same time unless they have an RPG. It just can't happen. The only time you can do is an RPG, even if you're the greatest player ever. If you full push solo trio, one guy at the exact same time up a staircase, and he doesn't jump out the window, he's gonna fucking die. Also, this team right here, I would have pushed them together. They kept funneling in one at a time, made it really easy for him to survive. Bad move on their part. Now, we have a situation. Your boy's got his loadout, and he's got 10 grand. He's got 2 in it. He's got 2 teammates he needs to buy back. There's a buy station here. There's a buy station here. There's a buy station at the building you're at, you know? That would have been my first thing. I wouldn't have been scoping. I wouldn't have been ADS, and I wouldn't have been doing anything else. Granted, this position is pretty much compromised anyway. There are 2 teams at this house regardless. The team that pushed them and his team just, you know, baiting the house anyway. So he probably would have died regardless. Again, guys, if you want to get more kills and if you want to be a better player, put the sniper away. Just put the sniper away, guys. If he had a Grawl right now or a Bruin, he would have got a triple kill. Sniping is awesome and it's fun. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game, honestly. If I just want to go out and have fun, I'm a snipe. But if you're trying to get kills, you're trying to practice your accuracy, use a normal gun. Also, speaking of snipers, don't use thermals, guys. Don't use thermals. Train your eyes to get away from the thermal look, because once you start getting higher tier lobbies, once you start improving as a player, you're not gonna have time to look for heat signatures when you gotta shoot somebody. You're gonna have to quickly ADS on them and shoot as you're mid running. The thermal is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you as you advance through your Call of Duty career. All right, so now we're spectating a whole new team. Hobo George, that's my purse, and whatever, I'm gonna call him Boo. So they don't have that much money, but they could combine and at least buy a UAV, which would be my next move. I would go to this buy station right here, get a UAV up, and figure out where the hell all these enemies are at. At that point, I would work my way to the flags, find out where the next circle is gonna be at, because this is gonna be not that fun of an ending, right? Why is it not gonna be a fun ending? Because it's gonna be probably this area. I hope it's over here. When it comes to preference, I love lumber and farmland. I hate prison, but I love lumber and farmland. Downtown stadium, oh, that's the worst ending in the world. I hate it. All right, when it comes to team pushing, especially in trios, it's always good to have somebody who stays back and provides cover for the people pushing into the compound. Right here, we've got 2 people sitting back while one guy clears the compound. If for some reason you want to have a sniper on the team, if you're playing trios, have one sniper. If you're playing quads, still recommend one sniper if you want a sniper. But don't overload it. Don't do two snipers, because you want to be able to push in with a good amount of numbers per team game. Okay, so they passed up on the buy station. They passed up on the flag objectives. They're going to work into this area. There's a buy station here. They can get a UAV up. That needs to be their first goal. They need to stop with this heartbeat censoring and just buy. Two problems here that I see. One, they're at a hot compound and they haven't even cleared it. They're not focused. This guy right here is focused on something completely different and has no idea if there's an enemy at this compound. So if he was to shoot or get in a fight and there was an enemy here, they would now know where he's at and make it an easy kill for them, right? So if you're sitting next to a compound, you decide to post up and look around and ADS like this and hard scope everything, make sure your back is clear. Don't do it unless you cleared the compound. All right, green's kind of going in. They're skimming the compound a little bit. And look, I know I'm not giving you much of this gameplay, but again, there's more lessons to be learned from the mini map and from the map itself than I can show you guys watching, well, this. Okay, again, as a sniper main, don't hard scope. Guys, don't sit there and drag it across the map. If you're in the mountains or something, if you're up here, there's no problem with it, right? Because you have a great distance. You want to zoom in a little bit, check the windows real quick. That's fine. But this right here, just scanning for thermal signatures, again, another reason why thermals are bad. He's not looking for movement. He's not looking for players. He's looking for heat signatures. So what happens if there's an enemy over there that he didn't see with his thermal because he's got ghost on? What happens? Well, now his entire awareness is down. He thinks it's clear to his northeast, so he's not going to pay attention to it anymore, and he could get shot because of that. Just because you scan an area and you think it's clear doesn't mean it is. Make a mental note. All right, again, objectives, dude. Guys, objectives it's the name of the game. This isn't a looter shooter. This is an objective. This is an objective-based game. You want to go for objectives. They help you win the game. Yeah, spectate somebody else. Where's Purse Boy? All right, here we are again. I don't really know what they're doing. They're not clearing this area. They're just kind of sitting on top of it, assuming nobody's here. Don't ever make assumptions, guys. If you're near anything, if you're near a group of houses, if you're near a bunker, make sure you're clearing that thing if you're going to stay there for more than 5 seconds. So these guys are clearly not going for objectives, so I'll probably stop talking about objective-based gameplay. Now look at the circle. What do you guys see when you see this circle? You know what I see? Fuck. That's what I see. When I see a circle, this is the circle I don't like. This is the circle that makes me nervous, right? A couple reasons it makes me nervous. One, it looks like it's probably going to go over here. I hope it goes farmland, but it looks like it's going to be a downtown stadium ending. That's going to suck, right? Two, their position, get the hell out of here. This is the worst position to be in. Why? Because no matter which way you go, you're going to have to move before the next zone comes in. You're going to have to. And what is around you? Nothing. When you guys look at maps, what's the first thing that jumps out at you? Is it the buy stations? Is it the buildings? Is it the roads? Is it the vehicles? Is it the teammates? What's the first thing that pops up in your head? First thing that I see, kill boxes, terrain, high ground, different strategical points, things. That's what I see. And what I see right now is a big old emptiness of you, you know? They need to get out of here quickly. The longer they sit here, the more they put themselves at a disadvantage, because if the circle does rotate, because when the circle does rotate and they have to move, they're giving more players time to rotate into stadium, to rotate into lumber. They're giving players more time to close in on them. They need to get out of this area. If for some reason they start shooting at people, oh my God, you're not gonna be able to hit that, brother. No offense. Good smoke on the enemy team's part. If you're playing a team-based game, you guys are going down a lot, make sure you provide smoke. He somehow, oh, he had the thermal. Oh, I've been sitting here talking shit about thermals. and he got it. My man benefited from it finally. Don't use thermals, guys. Anyway, look. These guys have to rotate in, just like I said, right? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? So at this point, the circle did rotate farmland. So in my head, if I was playing, I'd be like, hell yes. This is prime. What you need to be careful of, there's 14 seconds left before this zone starts closing in. Y'all are on the edge of the circle, and y'all are making a lot of noise. Just because you're suppressed doesn't mean you're quiet. So look. These guys have pissed off this entire team, and guess where they need to go? They need to go over here. You do not want to be anywhere in this area. You'll have to fight stadium. You'll have no cover. You'll have to fight downtown. You'll have no cover. You'll have to fight these guys you're shooting at. You'll have no cover. So these guys need to make their way towards the people they just pissed off. So again, When I got to this area, I would have instantly rotated into farmland. I wouldn't have pissed nobody off. I wouldn't have shot nobody. I wouldn't even looked at them. I would have just minded my business, kept my blindfold on, and ran straight to the point. Positions everything, especially coming mid-late game. Positions everything. Now, they do have the right idea, I think. He looks like he's going to be heading over on the farmland side. That's where they need to go. Stop ADSing. Stop pissing people off. Stop making noise. There's 28 players left. There's 10 enemy teams left. You guys are not in a position right now to be shooting at anybody at all. Now, look. They have $3,800, $3,000, and $1,700. What can you buy with that? Well, individually, nothing. However, well, you can buy plates, which is what he desperately needs. Even with the $3,800 and the $3,000, dude, they can buy the money. They can buy UAV. They've yet to buy a UAV. UAV would be super crucial in an ending like this. Super crucial. Whenever it is farmland ending, I do notice a trend in players coming back from the gulag, you know? So a lot of people die trying to cross the ravine and get safe, right? So there's a lot of players coming back from the gulag or coming back because their teammates bought them in who don't have ghost. Run UAV. Now let's talk about position again. Where are they at right now? Where are they at? What are they doing? They're executing people. That's my person's got an execution. So he revealed his position to get a kill that wasn't even his. He's in a horrible spot. Remember, they fought a team over here they never killed. So there's guys over here. We know there's guys over here, and we can assume there's more guys over here in farmland. We can assume there's at least 3 or 4 teams right here, right? Well, we can also know that there are 2 teams on this side. So what's about to happen? They're about to get sandwiched, right? Holy shit, he got a kill on Savage. Wait, what? Hey, there's another Savage in here. What the fuck? So basically, they're in a position to get pinched. You guys need to stop putting yourselves in between the middle of zone. You've got to stop this. This is crazy, right? This is crazy. It's cool that they're getting kills. It's awesome. But from a strategical standpoint, from a position standpoint, this is so dumb. When it comes to in-game guys, as newer players and intermediate players, unless you're absolutely kill slaying and kill hunting and dropping 20 bombs, avoid the middle of the circle. As newer players, guys, you always want to play the edge and work your way in towards late game. Also notice we have a 2 and we have a solo. There's still 5 enemy teams left. It's pretty possible to win this game. For some fucking magical reason, these guys didn't get pinched from the team they were shooting at over here, which is crazy to me. But they got lucky. It happened. Even though they got lucky, guys, remember this position here. That was a no-no. Notice how blue right there, I was just shooting with an LMG out in the open. I always say go to cover. However, his boy was in trouble, so he put suppressive fire on him. I would have moved to the tree and then suppressed, but I'm not against the suppressive fire. Good move on Boo's part. Remember, guys, you don't have to hit the enemy to help your teammate get to a point or help your teammate get safe. Just shoot at the area he's getting shot from, and the enemy should back off. He won't always back off, but most of the time they will. Now, in this situation, I'd put the sniper away, and I would use only an AR or an SMG. It's a pretty small circle, and if you stay too tunneled with a scope from a sniper, you're going to get shot. Again, they're still center of the circle. They're still in a position to get sandwiched. I would not be here. I'd be playing the edge and working my way in with the edge. So we know there's a guy here. We know there's a guy here. Again, perfect position to get sandwiched. Now, where's the other 3 teams at that we don't know? I would assume there's one over here. There's probably one down here. And yeah, that's probably it. What makes a skilled sniper so good is not the fact you can hit your headshot. It's the fact of how quickly can you ADS and snap on the headshot. When these guys are hard scoping and lean peeking and mounting with snipers, it's not a bad move. It's just a move I wouldn't prefer. I like to scan the area, see an enemy, snap on them and shoot, right? I ADS, then shoot. I don't want to be in my scope for too long unless I'm on a hilltop just scanning an area quickly for about a couple seconds. Oh, there's a guy with sticks. Ballsy. I like the fact that he whipped out the Odin. He whipped out the Odin, got a double tap on him, and took him out. Now we have a down teammate who's out of position. Let your teammate crawl back safe. I like that. Oh, what the... Where did he get shot from? There was no hit indicator. Oh, behind! Oh, that's weird. That's weird, Savage. How did you know they were going to get sandwiched? But back to his teammate. You know, I was playing... I was playing yesterday and I went down a couple times and my teammate kept rezzing me right where I got downed. Don't res them where they're downed at. Let them get safe and then go for the res. Now, what happened there? I mean, they got pinched. I've been screaming that the past 10 minutes. They're gonna get themselves sandwiched, and that's exactly what happened. All right, there's a sniper glare to his right. He's not even paying attention to his hit indicators, not paying attention to anything. Well, there's not much to learn from that one. Just pay attention. All right, so now we're in a 1v6. I only see 2 guys over there, so I'm gonna assume it's a 1v4v2. I'm going to assume. There's guys shooting to his left. There's a guy to his right. It's gonna be a very hard fight. I would work my way closer to the enemy before I started shooting. Exactly what he's doing. He's using cover. He's getting as close as he possibly can, letting the enemies pick each other off, and then he's gonna go in for the kill as this guy is full. He should go in for the kill any day now. He's gonna take gas damage, put himself in a bad position. Okay, you're close enough. You can shoot the enemy. Oh no. All right, legit. I believe it's a 1v3 now. All right, if it's a 1v3 situation, well, it is. But when it's a 1v3 situation, you just gotta ball out. You gotta make a play, right? Playing like this, all this does is give the enemy opportunity to flank you from 3 different directions and pinch you. If you could somehow push them and pick them off one by one before they can come up with a game plan, push them aggressively and push them quickly, you have a better chance of surviving. 1v3s in game are basically impossible anyway. They are possible. I've done it a couple times, but even for veteran ace players, it's a very hard thing to accomplish. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed our trios gameplay. This is our first ever trios match that we spectated some randoms, and I believe there's a lot of valuable lessons to be learned in this video. Now, I know we didn't spend too much time spectating their actual gameplay. I spent most of my time on my map, but like I told you on the intro, this video is gonna be heavily focused on rotating the map, navigating the map, and talking about positioning. Guys, again, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel today, join the Wolf Pack. I want to help you guys get better at Warzone. I want to help us all get better at Warzone and make Warzone a better place to play, with the exception of hackers. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the video benefits you in more ways than one. Hope you guys learn a lot of valuable lessons. Hopefully you guys are looking at this like, damn, I would have done that too. Shit, Savage, thank you, man. Like, that's kind of the reaction that I'm hoping for. But yeah, guys, until next time, good luck in Warzone. Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Look, again, this is probably one of my favorite series I've ever made. I'm loving it, and I'm loving the fact that you guys are loving it. If you guys love it, subscribe. Hit the sub button. Also, feel free to check out some of my other tips and tricks videos from a few weeks ago. But guys, y'all have a good one, and until next time.